Hello, everyone. Welcome to Results Mastery Live. It's great to be here and once again to feature just some ideas, ways in which in 15 to 20 minutes I can help you to grow your business, which is something I've been doing now for over 28 years. Can you believe that? I know you're thinking I must have started really young, but sadly it's not quite true. But anyway, it's great to have you here. Today we're going live on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. We're also live on my podcast on iTunes, Amazon Music, and 30 other streaming sites. I think it's absolutely amazing that, what technology's bringing us these days, certainly in the world of marketing, but in the world as a general statement. And, it's just, we're at the start of things. Believe me, it's very exciting. What will the world be like in 20 or 30 years time? I wonder. It could be truly unbelievable. But anyway, we are here today to look at results mastery, the 7 golden rules of. Now, I want to be really clear at the start here. This is not a pitch for my results mastery program. It could be, and you really should join it. Go to my website and take a look. Go and have a look at the page called Results Mastery. It'll be well worth you doing so. End of pitch. All right. So we got rid of that now. Okay. So results mastery. What do I mean? Well, for me, results mastery comes down to 7 key principles. They are, and I'm just reading them through here, so forgive me if I'm not looking up. Strategy, marketing, finance. You might want to write these down, by the way. Strategy, marketing, finance, customers, systems, people, and sales. They're in a way the 7 things that you've got to be good at, other than the operation side of your business, whether it's repairing cars or coaching someone or doing accounts or whatever it is your business does, which I think really is a given. If you weren't good at doing what you do, then you shouldn't really be in business at all, in my belief. But the areas that people are often not that good at are the ones I've just mentioned: strategy, marketing, finance, customers, systems, people, and sales. Now, what I'm going to do today is give you, just one little tip, because I've only got so much time. I'm going to give you one little tip. And actually, I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to give you one great tip to help you in each of those particular areas. So we're going to start off with strategic mastery. So strategy, having a plan. And really, to be honest, that's my tip, having a plan. I see so often businesses don't have a plan for hardly anything because they don't have time, and, who needs a plan? But the truth of the matter is, with, the old saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Another old saying is, if you fail to plan, all roads lead there. And so I believe quite passionately, and I know through reading and learning and listening to the world's leading experts, they will all tell you, when I say experts, I mean experts on business growth, marketing, finance, and all those things, that you must have a plan. If you don't, you won't be as successful as you could be. And if you're listening to this, then I assume you want to be more successful. So go and get a plan. That's number 1. Number 2, marketing mastery. Well, marketing mastery, I got 2 things to tell you under that. One is, you cannot manage what you do not measure. I'm coming up with a load of quotes today, aren't I? But seriously, measuring things is absolutely key to your success. How do you know whether it's working or not? You have to know the numbers. Not only your financial numbers, but your marketing and your sales numbers. If you're spending time, money, and effort doing something, you need to know how many inquiries you get, where did they come from, how many meetings did you achieve, how many sales did you achieve, what was your return on investment, how many people came to your website, how many contacts have you got on LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. These are really important KPIs, key performance indicators. So we need to know and understand them. And then when it comes to actually results mastery, or the getting better results in your marketing, you need to, I believe, look at each and every element of your marketing and work out what do you need to do in order to improve the performance. Because as Tony Robbins says, the secret of success is simple. It's raise your game. Raise your game, raise your marketing game, your sales game, your financial game, your customer game, as it were. Okay, so work on doing better. Okay, next one, financial mastery. I got a lovely one here. Finance is normally, or profit specifically, is normally produced at the end of the month or the end of the year. And an accountant will tell you, last year you made whatever it is, 20% profit, or you lost 20%, whatever that happens to be. However, there's a fantastic book called Profit First. I strongly recommend you go and buy it. And in it, the author tells us that we should set up a separate business account to our main account. It's called a profit account. And he also says set up a separate account called a tax account. And the idea behind it is that if your business cannot run, in other words, there isn't enough money in it without your profit and your tax, then something's going wrong. And the idea behind it is that you get to know your profit first. So here's how it works. You take £1,000, you put £600 into your normal account. You put £200 because you want to make 20% profit into your profit account, and you allocate 20% into your tax account. And that's how it works. It's a great way of reducing the worry that A, that you're not going to make the profit, and B, that you're not going to be able to pay your tax. So there's a good tip. Number 4, customer mastery. My comment here is around first impressions. What are the first impressions of your business? Now, if I ask you to sit down and write down what is your new client system, what happens when a new client comes on board, they get this, they get that, they get that, they get that. This is the process that we use. For most people, they wouldn't have a clue what that is. If you do know what that is, then my advice to you is, what can you do to improve your new client acquisition system? Not actually, no, it's wrong word. Not acquisition, your nurturing system. So this could be like, I don't know, a system that lasts 6 months, and it involves things like phone calls and emails and even text messages. It involves invites to events. It involves sending them perhaps gifts, a book, a report, invites to, webinars and things like that. Maybe invites to watching certain videos that you've produced, and so on and so forth. So, that I think and hope is of real value to you. Next one is systems. Why do you need systems? Well, firstly, if you're ever in the future looking to sell your business, if you've got written systems, your business is worth more money. Would you like to buy my business? And, it's just basically relies on me and everything's up here and I'll be gone. Or would you like me to write everything that I do down so that you know exactly how to run this business? Which one would be worth more money to you? So that said, first step is to think about what are the systems that you need in your business. Okay, so that's really step one. That's all I've got to say. Write down a list. So you might have a referral marketing system, a new customer nurturing system, a financial system, a marketing system, a strategy system, and so on and so forth. Okay. Next one, people. People say, well, I don't ever want to employ people. You might not employ people. You might not want to employ people, but you're going to need people. You're going to need people to do stuff. You're probably going to need an accountant, and if I asked you on a scale of 1 to 10, how useful is your accountant? How much value do they add to your business? Because, they may not be the best accountant in town. Let's face it, accountants are different people. They've got different skill level. They've got different knowledge and so on and so forth. Structure. What structure are you going to have with your people? Do you need any admin support? Do you need somebody to make phone calls for you, to book meetings? Who, what, where, and when do you need people? That's a really important question. And you need to think about that. And then lastly, I wanted to talk to you about sales, your sales system. Sales systems are so vital, because most businesses that I speak to, when I talk to them about a sales system, again, it's not written down. They don't really have one, but they try to make one up. They'll say, well, when an inquiry comes in, we send them an email, and then someone will call within 24 hours, and then they'll either buy or not. And if they don't buy, we'll follow up and try and book a meeting, and then when if they don't respond, we'll keep trying and probably try, I don't know, 2 or 3 more times, and then they'll just get added to like a nurturing email, our quarterly newsletter or something like that. And for me, that's better than most, actually, but it's not as good as it could be, is it? There's an old saying that some people say it takes 8 contacts to make a sale. I've also heard that it's 12. Most people buy after 12 contacts, and what I do know is that it's often a lot longer than people will put the effort in to achieve. So, if you've got a sales system that involves 2 or 3, 2 or 3 or 4 different things, you might want to think about what you can do to improve that system. So that's it. We've got a fairly quick one today. I rattled through it a little bit, but I hope it gave you some value. I really do. And obviously that is just one thing that you need to do that covers all those 7 key principles of results mastery. And just to finish off, just talking about results mastery, again, not talking about my program that you really ought to join, but what I am talking about is the concept of it. Results mastery, you need to master, or at least, raise your game in terms of how effective you are on all those key areas. And I can tell you, and I know I'm very biased towards this, but there is nothing at all will ensure your future, enable you to be more prosperous, enable you to increase your profit, enable you to make more money, enable you to live the life that you would like and deserve to live, than becoming better at selling and marketing your products and services, or as I like to call it, generating leads and then converting those leads into sales, and then looking after those people for years and years and years. That's about it. Thank you very much for listening. I'm not recording another LinkedIn Live tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday. So if you want to join me then, it will be great to see you, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. Thanks very much for listening.